Okay, you guys. Some serious tea just dropped about Beyonce and Jay-Z's relationship. And apparently things once got really close to falling apart. So, let's rewind to 2023, the year when all those Diddy allegations started flooding the internet. According to reports, Beyonce was shaken. I mean, we all know that Jay-Z and Diddy have always been connected in people's minds. Whenever someone mentions Diddy, Jay-Z's name usually follows right after, right? Now, according to Tasha K, things got so tense that Beyonce was actually planning to leave Jay-Z during that time. She wanted to distance herself from all the chaos she believed was about to explode. And honestly, it made sense. For a while, people really thought Jay-Z might get dragged down in the same mess as Diddy. Apparently, Beyonce saw it coming too, because she wasn't just sitting around. Nope. She reportedly had her lawyers lined up, ready to make a move. The plan? To file for divorce and completely cut ties with Jay-Z. And it wasn't just about the relationship. It was about her image, her brand, and her career. Beyonce has always been careful about how the world sees her, and she didn't want any scandal touching her legacy. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. Allegedly, Beyonce was going to channel all of this into her Cowboy Carter album. You know how she does. She pours her real emotions and life stories into her music. So, just like she did with Lemonade after Jay-Z's cheating rumors, Cowboy Carter was supposedly going to tell this story too. But instead of me telling you everything, listen to what Tasha K had to say herself.
Right here, right now. So there's some interns that work at New York Post, and they have a lot of them that come through there. And of course, they're on NDAs, but there were a few interns that had contacted me at the end of 2023, going into 2024, if I'm not mistaken. This was right around the time when she was getting ready to drop Cowboy Carter. And Jay-Z had gotten word that, of course, all these allegations was coming up with Diddy and him being implicated in it. She had sought lawyers and was putting together a legal team to go ahead and legally separate herself like from Jay-Z because he was having money issues after COVID. Roc Nation wasn't doing well. And so in order to protect her brand and everything from it, because she was afraid that everything that was going on with Diddy, and that's why they stopped having the Roc Nation brunches and stuff like that, was going to affect her, she had lawyers on deck getting ready to file for a massive divorce from Jay-Z. Now I do not know what happened because I know I was on the line. They had some TMZ reps on the line, and they were trying to sell the story to the biggest bidder. So basically, there were some women that Jay-Z had paid back in the day during the when he had that like 40/40 club or something like that. He had allegedly assaulted them. There was some allegations being made of, I don't know, sexual assault and all that stuff, and these lawsuits were paid all under the table. And apparently Beyonce allegedly did not know about all of this stuff. And so when New York Post had gotten in contact with one of the people, was Foxy Brown at the time, another was uh it was like three other women that had all received alleged settlements from Jay-Z around the time when he had the 40/40 club for these things happening. It was just strange how right around that time, Nicki started popping off on the internet about Jay-Z, because I do believe she thought too that this was going to be the time when he was going to go down. And so I just felt like she felt safe. And so when she started talking about the title deal and everything that was going on behind the scenes, and to find out that, and this is true wine, like very, very true wine. Like TMZ knows, I know, like these interns were the story was so big, they just were trying to sell it, trying to get it out, because she was slated to leave him, and Cowboy Carter was going to be the album to supposedly explain it. But for some reason she stayed. And so I don't think Nicki's crazy. I think just like how we found out behind the scenes what was going on, and that's why she strategically went at Jay-Z the way that she did and went at Roc Nation, because Roc Nation was so broke. So broke. You saw the video of Desiree. Desiree tried to get that video taken down off my page. She tried to get her daughter's video taken down off my page. I needed millions of dollars, millions of dollars. I had to go get millions of dollars. You know where I come from, and my business partner is a billionaire. And won't give me no money. If your business partner is a billionaire and this is your business partner, why isn't he leveraging his funds towards your business? Is it because he's out of funds and the funds are technically Beyonce's, and that's why he's having to borrow against the house? So I just feel like it was just it wasn't coincidental that Nicki came out and started popping off on Jay-Z the way that she did, because when the Diddy situation kicked off and Tony Busby had got on his ass, it was just the perfect timing to just drag him. And I don't know if y'all could put together the timeline, but that's what had happened. Okay, so everything's alleged, even my name's alleged. But go ahead, y'all could take it from there. Go ahead. Who's next?
But you know what, you guys? The fact that Beyoncé was actually preparing to leave Jay-Z around that time really makes me think there's more going on behind the scenes. Like, seriously? If your man is completely innocent, why would you even consider walking away? It almost feels like Beyoncé knew something the rest of us didn't. Maybe she had seen or heard things that made her believe it was safer to step back before her own name got dragged through the mud. Because let's be real, when drama like that starts bubbling up, nobody wants to go down with it. So now I'm curious, what do you guys think about what Tasha K said? Do you believe her? Do you think there's some truth behind it, or is it all just cap? Drop your thoughts down in the comments, because I really want to hear how y'all see this situation. All right, let's move on to the next story. Okay, you guys. So Mama D is catching a lot of heat right now after a shocking confession about something that happened years ago. She actually admitted that she had strippers at Scrappy's 14th birthday party. Yeah, you heard that right. 14. So here's what went down. Mama D and Scrappy were recently sitting down for a podcast interview, and the topic of his 14th birthday came up. That's when Mama D openly shared that she really did have strippers performing at the party. She even mentioned that a lot of parents were upset about it at the time, but she didn't seem to care. In her own words, she told them, "This is my house. I'm going to do what I want to do." Now here's the part that really got people talking. During that same interview, Scrappy admitted that the whole experience was actually traumatizing for him.
14 or something like that, and she, so I had a full-blown party, and we in the hood, like, full-blown, everybody came, because they, you know, we popular in the hood, you know what I mean?
I had the
so look, she had the whole, so hold on,
okay, go ahead, you tell me.
Man, mama said, hey, come on, let's get it started.
Blew the whistle,
boom.
Put the girls out. How about they went and got their parents?
Yeah, because we had
the little girls. Now the young teenagers.
My mama had strippers in them.
Right. Yeah.
For my 14th birthday.
Got the school girls and brought the real ladies in, the grown women.
And everybody came back to the door. All the mamas came back like, hold on.
I stood on my ground 10 toes down.
She was like, yeah, this is my house though.
This is my house. We're going to my house. Bro,
I wasn't even looking for nothing like that, bro. I was sitting there like the whole time like strippers. I'm like, cause this is like when I look back,
Chuck E. Cheese.
Look though, bro. I look back at it though. That was traumatizing. That was traumatizing.
After therapy.
After therapy, money.
Now wait a minute, therapy.
Yeah, trauma like.
Most 14-year-olds is getting bikes or something for their birthday. No, you giving this nigga bitches.
Nothing against the LGBT community, but I just wanted him to chase pussy, then told the person. That's all.
For those of you who might not know, Mama D actually has a pretty wild past. Back in the day, she was known for being a pimp. Yes, she literally had girls working for her. And she was also involved in selling drugs. So yeah, Mama D was really out there in those days, and honestly, the fact that she still seems to think what she did back then was okay, even after all these years, kind of shows that she still carries that same mindset. Like, she hasn't really moved past it. Now, aside from that, Mama D also started catching even more backlash because at the end of that same video, it looked like she was throwing shade at the LGBTQ community. After people started calling her out, Mama D went live on Instagram to clear the air. She tried to defend herself, saying she doesn't have a problem with anyone who chooses to live their life differently. She just wanted to make that clear to everyone watching. But I'll let you hear it straight from her. Listen to what she said, and then tell me what you think down in the comments below.
We were asked about our past and the days that I was hustling and pimping and selling drugs. Scrappy, what did you experience? Blah, blah, blah. We were thinking we were being honest because, you know, some people don't like to talk about their past. And that's fine. That's neither here nor there, to each his own, blah, blah, blah. So we proceeded to tell about his 14th, but I really think it was his 15th birthday, y'all. But I'm not going to go against the grain, so we'll go with 14. We'll ride it. But I'm really seriously, it was his 15th. Anywho, because I remember where we were living on Section 8. And I remember some stuff. So, yeah. So, you know, kids tend to think they know every fucking thing. They know stuff before they were born. And you trying to tell them something, right? As parents, no, it didn't. Boy, girl, you don't even know. You were 5 years old, so stop talking. You know how kids do us like that? Correct. Okay, so I believe it was 15, but I'm going to ride with Scrappy. I'm going to go with the 14. So, anywho, you know I was pimping. I started out 2 girls. I ended up 15. I moved keys, cocaine through Atlanta like a motherfucker. It was I was under the radar because I was a female. And I didn't dress with gold in my mouth and all that stuff. I didn't do it like that. But pimping, you know, when you are pimping, the men version is by choice, not by force, right? That's true. I ended up in a head-on collision in 1996. I could not provide for my kids. I wasn't going to tell my kids that they could eat, or I couldn't be no Christmas up on the tree, or they can't have no school clothes. No, I went out there and I did it, okay? Look at these bitches now. They want to sit and marry or boyfriend NFL, NBA players or rappers and then turn on them after they get pregnant. And now it's a whole situation. Okay? So things have changed. The things that happened in the 90s, what me and Scrappy were explaining, happened in the 90s. Tupac and Biggie was alive. So the people that came for me, well, her son said she was traumatized. Scrappy used the wrong word. Scrappy don't know what traumatized. Ask him to define the difference. I dare you to ask him. He don't need no definition. Hell, how many of us were traumatized when we got our ass whooped by a belt by our parents? Am I clear? Was you traumatized when they held one arm and swooped your ass with their belt? Shit, I'm traumatized. I'm still traumatized. But hell, guess what? Life moves on. Life goes on. And for people that are trying to be critical, that did not give me 5 cents for my kids, never stayed up at night and took them to the emergency room. How dare you? How dare you say anything about Mama D and my son? I have a daughter, you know, as well. He has a sister, just so you know. She's been on TV with me several times, but she's very quiet. And I'm going to keep her quiet because I'm still trying to keep her from the bullying, okay? Because that right there don't bother nobody. So just so you know, I'm up in my bed, as you can see, the bedpost. Okay, I'm up in my bed, in my room, and I'm recovering from hip surgery. I'm going to show you, I can't even walk. I can't even walk. Can you see it, Greg? I'm showing it. I can't even walk. Okay? So for those that think they can handle me, you can't. You can wear size 8 or 8.5, but you would never walk in my shoe. And just so you know, there's a lot of women that are my age and younger. Y'all done went, when y'all was dating boys and before y'all got y'all kids, y'all gave them men hell. Y'all done jump fences. Y'all done did all kind of shit. Them flat some tires when them niggas didn't let you in. Y'all done did a lot of shit. So when you get ready to talk about Mama D, remember your past. Remember the shit you did back in your days. Do you understand me? Don't come for me, baby. Because them was in the 90s. I am 62 years old. And I can tell you some things. Huh? I can tell you a lot of things. So when you get ready to talk about me, and so it started with Erica Mena, the bitch that thinks she's better than black girls, that called Spice a name and made animal sounds with it. It's the one that led this war against me. I've never said anything about Erica. Even she was friends with my ex-daughter-in-law, Bambi. I never, ever spoke an unkind word. I never got in her safari business. I never said shit. I never said nothing. But for her to jump at me at my weakest point in my life and try to come for me, that red, blinded, man-grabbing, using bitch. I said it. Bitch, you can never, Erica, roll around with me, bitch. Okay? You will run out of fucking air, bitch. Fucking around with Mama D. You uneducated, unorthodox, pipe-weighing, dick-sucking, running around, bitch. How dare you? When it was you, as I recall, Erica, that put a ladder, and I will post it, over at Safari's gate. Yeah. Climbing, scaling the wall with a nigga because he wouldn't open the door for her. And he had another bitch in there. So what? But you gonna come at Mama D and tell me I'm showing my son prostitutes? Let me tell y'all something. I put my son on the football field. I made that nigga bump heads, okay? So I taught him how to be a boy. So you got some women, oh, I don't want my son on the football field. Oh, he gonna get hurt. And then when you start wearing a skirt, then you wonder why. Oh, he's crying. I'm gonna get him off the field. He doesn't want to play baseball anymore. Girl, if y'all don't rough them little boys up, huh? Because they our new America. They're our future. Teach them in the way they should go. They're not little girls. They're little boys. So Scrappy said, he was like, I said, Scrappy, what you mean by traumatized? He said, Mom, I just believe you would bring dancers in my 14, I say 15, but you won't stick with his 14, into my birthday party. Yeah, because I teached him how to be a boy. A boy. I wanted a boy. Okay? I have a shout out to my LGBTQ plus family. My grandson is gay. I love him dearly. But that's his life. And he know he's loved. We support him and we guide him straight. Don't mess with all these young men. You don't know what they got. We do that and we tell them, now go out into the world. So we tell them, we teach them. That's how we do. We don't put them down. So let's end this live because I'm not going to come on anymore because I got to take my pain medication. So, and when I do learn how to walk again, okay? When I do, I'm going to be healed. You thought I was healed. I'm going to be healed. And then the ones that think they can drag me or talk about it, because nobody's way is easy. We're born into a situation that is not our own. And we're let go into a world that don't love us. And so for you, I love you. Be kind to people and they will be kind to you. Stop judging. Stop off of our interview and grabbing stuff. Say, I should be off the show. No, we haven't put it on TV. I haven't put anything on TV. Not one thing. Nothing. None of that did I put on TV. That was a what kind of show, Greg? What? Who? It was a podcast. So stop saying she put it on TV. I did not put it on TV. Learn what a podcast is. Then come back and talk to Mama D. But for those that have some type of sense, thank you for watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Know that me and my family are strong. We are a strong family. We love each other. I love my 2 kids. I love all my 7 grandkids. They can have anything I got. I love you all. And I'm getting ready to sign up. I love you. Stay strong. Keep it real. Say what you got to say and mean what you say. Love you.
You know, when you really think about it, fame looks glamorous from the outside. But behind the lights, there's always drama, secrets, and choices that can change everything. Whether it's Beyoncé trying to protect her peace, or Mama D standing by her old ways, it just shows that every celebrity story has a side we don't see. At the end of the day, these people might be living in mansions and flashing diamonds, but they're still fighting real battles, just like the rest of us. So what do you think? Are some of these celebs misunderstood, or are they just finally showing their true colors? Drop your thoughts down below. And if you love getting the real tea without the fluff, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because the next story I've got for you is even wilder.